Hey there, so welcome to our newest episode of East Bay Eats. So I'm so excited to share with you guys, we love to promote local restaurants, support you guys knowing where you can try, what new places you can check out. So we are here at a new restaurant in Livermore called the Bourbon Pear, and I'm so excited to introduce you guys to the owner, Rodney Worth. He has a long history in the East Bay with his restaurants, and so I'm so excited to share with you guys. So come on in. Like I said, this restaurant just opened in the last maybe 6 months or so. So I'm gonna take you in and introduce you to the owner and check the place out. So come on in and join me. So here we are at the awesome new restaurant called the Bourbon Pear. And I wanna introduce you guys to the owner, Rodney Worth. So Rodney has long history of restaurants in our East Bay, but I wanna share with you guys a little bit about the new one. So tell them about the Bourbon Pear.
So the Bourbon Pear is very similar to the Pez and the Pear. A lot of the same dishes, but without an Italian or a French flair. We went with a little Southern roots. So we have shrimp and grits, red beans and rice, catfish. We still have the lamb shank and short ribs, and of course the peartini.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have.
You gotta love yourself a peartini.
Yes, we sell a lot of them here. But we have the basics with just a little Southern flair, not too much, and really not too much barbecue or anything. But it's more like the New Orleans kind of feel to it.
Well, and I mean, downtown Livermore has evolved into a really fun hop in. Like we were just talking about this, even during the week it's hop in, and all the new restaurants and the shopping, and so it's just such a wonderful, charming town.
It is amazing.
Yeah.
They definitely know what they're doing here, and the city is busy all the time. People are walking dogs, there's kids walking around, sports teams. It's a fun place to be.
So
Every
fun.
night it's very busy.
Yeah. Well, in the restaurant here, I mean, there's so much about the Bourbon Pear that I love, right? Your bar area, everybody comes in and watches games. The front patio area, we've had lunch out here. It's just a wonderful downtown, charming, just a fun place.
Thank you. Yeah, that's what we.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, that's what we tried to do. We tried to do something that was elevated, comfortable, not fine dining, but great dining and great food. We use red beans and rice. We get our rice from South Carolina. We use the Rancho Gordo beans from Napa. So everything's got a little touch to it.
Yeah.
And then we did bring a little Danville.
Yeah.
This bar was built by a local Danville guy, Steve Bothello.
Yeah.
This was torn down on Love Lane. It was a 150-year-old barn, old growth redwood.
So cool.
He saved it and built it all. So I wanted that here.
Oh yeah, it's so fun, and of course we'll talk a little bit about the Peasant and the Pear, which is an awesome, long time, your first restaurant.
Yes.
So what I would love to do is, we're gonna go get a little bit of a kind of a view of what some of your dishes are.
Yeah.
So tell us about what's your most popular cocktail here? Since we're in the bar, and then we'll go talk food.
So the most popular two cocktails, they tie almost every day, is the peartini.
Yep.
They love it here.
Yeah.
And then our old fashioned.
Yeah.
So the old fashioned is very, very popular.
Those are good.
Yeah.
Yeah. You go a little bit of sweet and then a little bit of not so sweet.
Exactly.
So thank you so much, for letting us do this too.
For sure. Well, this is awesome.
Yeah. So let's go back, if you don't mind. We'll introduce to your chef.
Okay.
And then if you guys wouldn't mind, kind of rustling up some of what you guys are most popular.
Yeah. We'll do a couple of popular dishes and have you taste some stuff and just stuff that really sells here well.
Awesome. Let's do it.
Okay.
All right.
Awesome. The bourbon chicken here is the most popular dish.
Nice.
And then we have a fried chicken salad that is very popular.
Yeah. I had that once. I liked it.
You did? Yeah. That's
the fried chicken salad.
That's what I eat all the time here.
So good.
And then I love the red beans and rice. It's not the biggest seller, but when people get it, they get it for and it's massive. I want you to get a picture of it. It's so good.
You guys haven't been open that long for people to really gain, catch wind of some of the stuff that they don't know about yet.
Yes.
So that's why this is fun. Because
and the catfish here sells so big.
Does it?
Yeah, it's just some of that little southern stuff sells good time.
So much fun. And I remember years ago, when I had young children, and I loved one of the reasons I started doing this was because when we were young, we would always go to the same place. Every time, the same place. And I thought, I want to get exposure to some of what makes our area fun.
Yes, exactly.
And so we thought, well, what a fun way to introduce to people that they don't know.
I love that. Good.
Okay, so this is called watermelon moonshine, right?
Yes.
It sounds like a drink that would catch up on you fast, right?
it does. We give a little milk jug over there. So it's watermelon moonshine from Kentucky.
Okay.
And then it's made with some simple syrup, lemonade, and then watermelon juice.
Okay.
It's very light. It's like a light watermelon, but it's got a kick to it.
Is it?
And this is like a very big drink we do here in the summer.
Very fun.
And yeah, it's a fun drink.
So is this non-alcohol or alcohol?
No, this is very high octane.
Well, that's what I was saying.
Yes.
You wouldn't know by tasting, right? So I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That is so good.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't even, even know.
Yeah,
that it was
you wouldn't
alcohol.
even. They sneak up on you.
You gotta try a watermelon moonshine.
And then we have bourbon slushies also.
Oh my gosh, that's so crazy. It's like going into 7-Eleven.
Yes,
but even better.
exactly.
Yeah, so much fun. Oh
Yeah,
my God,
take an Uber.
That is so good.
Yes.
Okay, so we're trying some of the treats that most places don't serve, right?
Yes.
So this is called the Hush Puppy.
Hush Puppy.
Okay. So you were just telling us the story behind the Hush Puppy, and hopefully this doesn't offend, but
Yes.
I want to, yeah. So tell us again.
Yeah,
the story.
so the legend is that the Hush Puppy, which is basically fried cornbread, and it has some corn in it and some onion. The legend is that the slaves that used to cook for the slave owners would make these when they were trying to escape the slave owners in the South, and they would throw these in the woods, and the dogs would go after them. Hush Puppy.
And these are so good.
Yeah.
So you take the, what is this?
And then
now,
this is a maple butter that we make in house.
So you put the maple butter.
Yeah.
And then you said you put this on it too?
I like the hot sauce too. But these are fried in beef tallow. At all of our restaurants, we use 100% pure beef tallow in all the deep fryers. So, and these are super popular. We make a lot of these. So
this is almost like a dessert, sort of.
Yes, it's a little sweet from the corn.
It's a little sweet.
Yeah.
They're delicious. You guys have to come try. They're so good. Yeah. And so this looks amazing.
This is my favorite dish here.
Okay.
This is the red beans and rice. It's a smoked ham hock.
Oh my gosh.
And then the rice is coming from South Carolina. It's called Carolina Gold. It was the first rice introduced to America from the slaves. It was brought over on the slave ships, and it's the best rice in the world. It's a short grain rice. This rice costs more than filet mignon.
Well, the red beans are really good too.
Yeah, and those are Rancho Gordo from Napa Valley, all heirloom beans. Very simple dish. It looks just like red beans and rice. Yeah. This is my, by far, favorite thing that we do.
Okay, well this is awesome. So now you have one more over here. Let's take a look at that.
And then this is the bourbon chicken.
Okay, this is a popular one of your.
This is the most popular dish here.
Okay.
So this is 2 chicken breasts, and we use Mary's organic chicken breasts, spinach, mashed potatoes, and we use a bourbon cream sauce here, and some mushrooms. We cook this to order. This is the most popular dish here.
So good. Is it okay if I taste it?
Yeah, yeah.
So let's have a bite. Just a little taste. And the mushrooms look really good too.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's, like you said, spinach underneath,
Spinach,
right?
yes.
Okay, we have to taste it.
So it's basically a salad.
That is so good.
It's got a little bourbon hint to the cream sauce. And then this is our catfish, which is very popular here also. It's a real remoulade sauce from the like a New Orleans area. Fried catfish, French fries, coleslaw, and 2 hush puppies. And then we char the lemon to put on there. It gives it a little bit more flavor, and actually a little bit more lemon comes out, and it's a little smokiness.
Oh, this is so good. It's so good and it's so different, right?
Yes.
I love the fact that the dish is.
We still do farm to table California cuisine, just with a little touch of the South.
Yeah, a little bit of a twist.
Yeah.
Love it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome.
When I first moved into the Danville area, I started looking at. I cooked at a French restaurant in San Francisco, so I wanted peasant food.
Sure.
But I didn't know peasant would be in the name. And then, so I was reading a book about pears, and it was written by a lady that lives in Danville. But I saw the book in Pleasanton, and I was reading it, and it talked about in Roman times, they used to grow the pear trees 10 feet tall and prune them so the peasants couldn't get the pears. So I read that, and automatically I was like, okay, that's going to be the name.
Like it. That was so
but
fun.
the pear theme was Bishop Ranch was the world's largest pear orchard.
Okay.
And the very first pictures of the Danville area was a bishop standing on top of Mount Diablo with a pear in his hand.
I did not know that. I grew up in this area. I did not know that.
I found the old fruit cases at the farmers markets that nobody really knew about.
Wow.
Just by researching and digging into it. And so this whole area, in Orinda and Moraga still has wild pear orchards.
Yep.
In the fall, you can go back there and pick pears on a trail. There's still a lot of walnuts in people's backyards, Danville, San Ramon area.
Yeah.
That's where we have the Bishop Ranch salad. We have the San Ramon pizza.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Things like that. But this was all walnuts and pears.
Yeah, nice.
So, yeah.
And then, so tell them about the other restaurants. You have, obviously, Bourbon Pear,
Bourbon Pear.
new one. Yeah.
The Peasant and the Pear in Danville,
Yep.
which is our flagship.
Yep.
The Peasant's Courtyard in Alamo, which is breakfast and lunch.
Okay.
And then we have the Little Pear in Walnut Creek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I've been to all of them. They're all,
Yeah.
they all have their own unique flair, right?
Yeah.
The Peasant and the Pear, I have to say, it's one that we've gone to the longest, just because you've been open so long.
Yes.
Whenever we're going to go out, and if we have a gathering with our company, we usually go there. So it's so fun.
Thank
so
you.
thank you for always. You know, that one thing I wanted to share with everyone. This is such an important thing because we always highlight locally owned, right? Our East Bay Eats is locally owned. But you guys during COVID, you did a really good job keeping your employees. So tell them about that. I mean, that was hard.
Yeah, it was.
That was some brutal times.
It was rough. We kept our core employees.
Yeah.
We had, at the time, we had like 6 single moms that were servers. We kept them employed the full time.
Yeah.
All my kitchen staff we kept employed. We did family dinners.
Yeah.
We did the to-go service. And then there were people in Danville where gave us money.
Yeah. Well,
I still can't even talk about it.
It's just so heartfelt because everybody cared a lot about doing what we could to support you guys. I remember us buying like little cocktails to go, right, just so we could try to support. Tell them about the one family.
Yeah, so there's a local family that got a $5,000 gift card the day we shut down.
Yeah. And you said they never even used it. They were just trying to help out.
Yeah. And I was able to float payroll for a week with that.
Yeah, because of him.
Because of them, And then there was several other people who bought hundreds of dollars of gift cards. Ruggies.
Yeah.
He came in and bought $500 worth of gift cards. His restaurant was shut down also. I mean, it was just unbelievable that people at Danville, I mean, I just feel like if I was anywhere else, I would be out of business. You know, they kept me afloat. They were so good to me. And Danville is, I'm not from there. I wasn't born and raised there. But it is a phenomenal community.
There's a lot of support, you know.
Yes.
And all of your restaurants, like I said, everybody loves to see, because you're very vocal about the journey of the new restaurant, and I love to see your posting. All the food is so great. So you guys definitely, you have to come check out the Bourbon Pear. So you do happy hour here.
Yes, we do.
Right. So tell them about happy hour and what they can come to share and enjoy.
Yeah, happy hour. We do a great happy hour. We do like a fried chicken breast over French fries, like chicken in the hay. We do a great sloppy Joe. It's kind of, but it's ground New York steak. We grind all of our own meat here. We use all certified Angus beef. It's the same meat that you would be getting at Ruth's Chris. It's very high end, farm to table. Everything that can be organic is organic. We buy local. Right now it's stone fruit season, so we're using apricots and cherries. We're switching over to California peaches next week. So that goes with our pork chop, which is like our #1 dish.
So good.
So there's things like that. We just like to keep it local and keep the menu always moving. And it's for the guests, but it's also for us in the kitchen too, just to kind of have fun.
Well, it keeps it more inspiring.
Yes.
So thank you guys so much for tuning in. You have to come talk to Rodney at the Bourbon Pear. And of course, Peasant and the Pear, Little Pear, and then what's the Alamo one called again?
The Peasant's Courtyard.
The Peasant's Courtyard. That's the only one I don't get to go to as
Yeah,
often because
yeah.
I'm not in Alamo.
Yeah.
But you guys take care. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Share with your friends.
Yeah.